Oh, do I? There's doing a squinting at the fucking whiteboard every time in lessons. Supposed to
I
behaviour.
never did that.
Hey, you did. You said you squint because it makes you see better. But actually, when I squint, it just makes my vision go blacker.
That's because you close your eyes.
No, but it's like it gets blurry when I squint my eyes. Whereas you, yeah, somehow it's the opposite. Keep your eyes open and it's blurry.
Because there's a difference between like squinting your eyes and narrowing it enough to compensate for your acute visual field.
Slightly squinting it does nothing for me.
You have shit eyes.
I think what you just do is close your eyes and like look harder.
Alright. Do the intro.
Alright, so we've done a your turn to die tier list, and you know what? It's the 5th most viewed video on the channel. It's time for a Danganronpa tier list. So we've got 16 students here. We've got the mastermind and we got the Monokuma, the one and only Monokuma. Alfie, just put him in S tier. Put him in S tier.
Wait. But
Oh, even start. Put him in S tier.
I have a quick question.
Move him up.
I have a quick
Oh,
question.
S
I
tier.
have a quick
S tier.
question. Wait.
Oh.
You see,
Go on. Go on.
how do you know it's the 5th most viewed?
Because I am the #1 fan of the multicultural.
That's really bad. Oh, yeah.
I have 10 of those views.
You got 10 of those views. Right, so you've seen, while we've moved into S tier, explain to me why Monokuma's S tier.
Monokuma's S tier just because he's very witty. He's everywhere whenever you don't expect him to be there. Makoto slips on the floor, then fucking Monokuma's there like, yo, don't fall, it gets you down. And normally that's not funny, but when Monokuma says it, it's funny. Trust me, S tier. This guy's just sick. Think of it this way. We have the King of England, and he's only been on the back of a coin for about, what, 2 minutes? This guy's had monocoins since about 2010.
Fucking hell.
That just shows how sick he is. Alfie, what do you have to say about this beast?
Well, I mean, I think that it's fair to say that this guy is obviously the mascot of the series, and they don't put the mascot of the series as a rubbish character. Imagine Leon Kuwata on the cover of all the Danganronpa games. What would you be like? Oh no, man, I'm not playing.
Okay, if Leon Kuwata was that, yeah, I would still play it. You know why? Saw a video recently, yeah, and whenever Leon like gets accused, yeah, he has like a shitty response. He goes, "Hua, hua, 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 hua," and I find that fucking funny. It's sick.
Is that not
So
the
for that,
abridged series?
It is the abridged one. Oh, wait, is that not in the real thing as well?
I think it's in both.
Oh, okay. I still rate it then. Because I find that funny, yeah, I would still play the game if he was the mascot.
Okay, well, my point is with Monokuma, he's the main guy, and he's been the main guy for the whole for several of the games. I know I said seasons. I don't know what I'm on about, but the thing is about him is that he's always present. He's always saying things. He's always introducing new dynamics to the story. And in honor of the person that played Monokuma having died, I believe the Japanese voice actor did around the time V3 was made, which is why he has a bit less of a presence in that one. We've got to honor the OG and put him in S tier because that's what a character like that deserves. Do you not agree,
You know,
Zine?
he deserves better. Make a Monokuma tier.
Okay, I can agree with that. Add a row above.
You spell it Monokuma.
I know how you spell it. I got better than you in English. You failed twice.
I'm good at spelling.
Alright, so you've seen. Pick a character, any character.
Pick a character, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna choose Leon Kuwata.
Okay, go on.
Alright, so normally you think he's like one of the deadest characters, literally. But recently I've warmed up to him. So he would have been in C. I'll put him in B. He's got a funny response here, like they'll go, "Yo, Leon, you killed Sayaka Mizuno, didn't you?" And he'll go, "What? Stupid, fam." He's just too intelligent. He's up there.
I understand it, but here's the thing. You would say B tier, I would say C. Similar reasoning, except here's the thing. He didn't have a lot of time in the game compared to a lot of the other characters that are obviously going to be higher than him, which is whatever. But the thing is with that, you've seen, right? This guy kills someone, but doesn't kill them well enough to get them to instantly die, right? Because of that, they wrote his name on the thing, and you knew the killer from the moment you looked at that. If anyone didn't, I'm sorry, leave the fandom. If you did not get that, the moment you looked at them numbers, you don't deserve to be here.
I understand that. However, Leon Kuwata was about to be murdered. He ended up breaking Psycho Mizuno's wrist. And she fucking runs off, yeah. Instead of him going, you know what, he decides to kill her and then get caught. So
Yeah, but do you know
I
what it
do
is
see what
though?
you.
Comparatively, yeah, it's like a baby running up to me with a fucking little tiny knife, yeah, and I kick it in the face. That's the difference in power level between these two. This is
I
not
understand.
comparable.
The only thing, though, right? If you think about all, like, we're not doing executions yet, but if you think about the executions, Leon's execution is just the best execution, and it's one of the first ones.
Yeah, good point, but you literally just
He
were
just,
not including that.
yeah, no, but like, I can't not include it for him. He just has the best execution. This guy, yeah, he gets so many baseballs like smacked in his face, yeah, and he's there like dangling at the end, yeah, and the ball rolls over, yeah, and it's got his O-type blood in there. Like, that's just creepy. You know what I mean? I think it's sick. I'll
You
only
know
do
what?
this for Leon Water though, because just how good his execution was.
You know what? We'll start him. We'll start off with BT, middle of the pack, middle of the pack.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna pick out. All right, let's talk about Mondo.
Mondo. Right. So, you want to say something? Considering you picked him.
Sure, but you literally just took a breath like you were gonna say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I realized, we got to take in turns. We got to take in turns.
So, Ultimate Biker Gang Leader. I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard that talent, it sounded like basically a Dewsbury Drifters ripoff.
I'm a
Because
Dewsbury Drifter.
around these parts, in the mean streets of Dewsbury, everybody knows how scary the Dewsbury Drifters are. So for somebody to claim that because he's a member of what were we called the Diamond, but because
The Purple Hand Gang.
no, it wasn't the purple. Like, it's not Horrid Henry. So throughout the relatively short time he's there again compared to other people, I think he's actually quite likable compared to a lot of the people in this cast.
He's pretty likable.
He didn't actually screw up in the trial. Fucking Taka screwed him up.
His best bro asked him a question.
His best
and
bro
he
screwed him over and then went, I don't, how did you do it? I can't believe you. He knew it himself. But yeah, I think in terms of just the pure murder aspect of it, his whole thing with Chapter 2 was probably one of the better ones of the game. Better than
Yeah.
I kill for 10 million yen. I kill because Hero and Toko whacked me with a bottle, and then just I kill because no, what is it? I
Wait,
decided in order to kill. No, wait. I decided to kill someone, and in order to do that, I picked the weakest target, someone 10 times stronger than me as an athlete.
Mizuno, yeah, I don't rate that for Mizuno.
I would say higher than Leon in B tier. He can't go A because he wasn't around long enough for me to have that kind of impression that you have with other characters.
Yeah, we'll put him in here. I'll put him in here. He did knock out Makoto. For that, I rate it.
Yeah, he deserved it. Right,
Oh,
go on,
yeah,
Steve.
the sauna scene as well. The sauna with Taka. That was sick. Alright, who am I picking here? Hifumi Yamada. Hifumi Yamada.
Right.
You touch this guy's door, yeah, he will run down that corridor like a herd of elephants. Like, Makoto, yeah, he even heard when Hifumi made his mind up. He heard him change his mind, yeah, and he ran all the way down, knocked out Makoto, and don't you dare touch my doorknob again, or else I'll have you. I will have you. I will munch you, bro. Bruh, I was scared for Makoto. Honestly, I thought that his execution was going to happen in that corridor. Like,
Go on.
Ifumi, he's just sick. Like, when he's bigging himself up, he changes his voice. He goes from yeah to 2D. Like, honestly, anyone who can do that naturally is just a goat. For me, yeah. Obviously, I've got to put him higher than Mondo. Like, this guy is he's just really emotional. Like, when he died, it's like.
Right, no, wait, no, I'm gonna interject here. I understand that we like this character because he is very funny, and I agree with that. But here's the thing: he has a lot of negatives. The whole chapter 3 was an L for this guy, right? Even before that, he turned into a simp for some fucking gothic Lolita-looking fucking thing, right? Before
Many
that,
people would. Though. Many people would.
each to their own, but no. Chuck it Oscar and I'd chuck it. So then Here's the thing with that, right? In the first
Yeah.
chapter, this guy carried, but he is a bit of a creepy weirdo. He's not as bad as a certain person in the next game, but he is a bit of a creep.
Huh,
So for me, I'm gonna have to say C tier because in terms of
yeah.
story, his only contribution is that he died.
I think the only negative that mugs him off, yeah, he decides to become an accomplice and then gets shafted himself. This guy, like, think of it this way: Taka became Super Saiyan, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. It went to the grave. Like, this guy bonked him on the head, and we didn't get to see any more of him. He got mugged off by the person he simmed for. Therefore, I will allow a C. I will allow him to be there,
Okay,
even though he is good.
okay. Now we'll go with, let's talk about Mukuro.
Bruh. She had potential, bruh.
Had potential.
Yeah.
I feel the death, while it did serve the story quite well, was just a bit like it kind of just got overshadowed immediately by the fact you had to investigate a murder,
Yeah.
and the whole chapter 5 thing basically meant no because she was already dead. It wasn't even her; it was a body. Now we can't include things outside of the first game, which might influence our opinion a bit more, such as like the anime or appearances in novels, etc. Which
Yeah.
I don't actually know how much Yusi knows of these things, but he obviously knows some of them. Regardless, in terms of the actual game, I would probably say like below Ifumi. I'm not even kidding, and I know a lot of people are going to be fuming at that because a lot of people just absolutely love this character. But what did she honestly do?
You know what I'm thinking, yeah? Like, as soon as we see her, she's Junko and a she, and I'm there like, you know what, I don't know what to think about you yet. And then she gets stabbed by she gets chefed by Monokuma. And then we find out that Mukuro Ikusaba is an ultimate soldier. She's got Fenrir tattooed on her arm, bruh. I'm like, yo, she had so much potential. But then in the 5th chapter, she shows up with a luchador mask, and she blows up fucking Toko. That's the best thing she did in the entire game. But she had potential. She could have been one of the fitties, if I'm being honest, yeah. But they kind of just like killed her and then started kicking a dead horse. Like, she was already dead, and then yeah, you get what I mean. So put her in D tier. But if it was the anime, she'd go high up. She's literally like what the enforcer in the anime.
Your pick.
I read that. My pick, yeah. Let's see. You know, let's go with Makoto. Let's go with Makoto Naegi. So, Makoto Naegi, he is supposed to be one of the smart ones. However, I don't believe that whatsoever. Kyoko literally goes, Makoto, before we go into this trial, do know that I know everything. And then she clocks it and goes, Makoto, what do you think about this and this? She adds 1 and 1 together to make 2, and then tells Makoto that, and he goes, oh, the answer's 2. Like, I don't buy it. This guy is not a genius.
Right. Whoa.
His IQ is at the same level as Yasuhiro. That's my
no, that's not fair. All right, I disagree. In the first trial, obviously, because it's a tutorial, that's what happened. Second one, there was a fair bit of it from both Byakuya and Kyoko. But from that point on, are you telling me he didn't contribute in his own way?
He did contribute in his own way, however, he is just a downgraded Kyoko. Think of it this way. He got thrown into the garbage, whereas Kyoko intentionally went into the garbage to save Makoto.
Depends on the ending.
Depends on the ending. It does depend on the ending, but isn't the canon ending the good ending where she doesn't get executed?
I mean, depends. Do you class are we having children with like all the male cast as a good ending?
That is not a good ending.
The baby Yasuhiro.
The baby Yasuhiro.
And then apparently somehow Toko just died off screen.
No, I think it's just Toko. No one likes talking to her. Like, I don't like her as well.
No, they've got the picture with like the white stuff on it. Well, and someone like is at their funeral. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm not even kidding.
I don't remember that, but like it does sound funny.
Alright, we're getting a bit sidetracked. So here's the thing, right? I think as a protagonist, he is very generic, but he also has a few factors that make him bearable. Like, he is better than Leon, but I wouldn't put him above Mondo.
He's not above Mondo.
But are we saying A or B?
I'm saying B, you know.
All right, I'll agree.
Like the only thing I remember from this guy, yeah, is no, you're wrong, and Mondo, you should have kept your mouth shut. That's about it. That's all I remember. So B tier it is.
All right, let's get
Good choice. Good choice.
Should we explain why we don't like this character, or should we just leave it? It's up to you.
She doesn't deserve any attention whatsoever.
Okay, I think in order to be fair, though, we have to talk about the counterpart.
The counterpart, I would put her above Mukuro. That's it.
No,
Think of it this way, yeah. She only exists because Toko's such a dead fucking character.
the character's that dead. They just gave her a second one.
I think of it this way, yeah. There has to be at least one person that's a fan of a certain character. Toko's not that character. She should just have zero all around.
No, because in fairness, like while we're only taking into account the first game, Ultra Despair Girls does a lot for a character. Which, just to preface, big fucking exclamation mark. Yassine has not seen nor played that game, so I'll allow him on this one. I agree that in terms of the first game she's here, because all she does all the time is simp, and
Yeah.
every single trial, she's as bad as Hero, but Hero gets the idiot label, and she's oh no, look how much she helps in these trials. What does she do other than say, oh, you did it, oh, then if you didn't do it, that means you did it. Go back and forth, and then when she gets blamed, it's how could you believe I did it? Do you mean I'm ugly? Blah 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 blah, etc. I don't have time for it. But
The only other thing she says in trials,
yeah.
Hmm?
No, go on.
The only other thing she says in trials, yeah, is I don't kill boys like that. I have a certain target. If they don't look like this or if they're not this size,
to
then
be
I
fair,
won't kill them.
no, you seem to be fair. I think the nicknames that she gives the
Yeah.
people, Big Mac puts her above Hifumi.
I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
Right, your
It
pick.
reminds me of a certain something. From your turn to die. From your turn to die.
No, what he
Cute
means
hamburger.
is you're seen as a devout man of Muslim, right? Is not a man of Muslim, a man of Islam, right? And what this guy did was scandalous. He came and ate with the other individuals at McDonald's, and what do you think he ate? He didn't order, like a McFlurry. He didn't order, like maybe a sugar donut. He didn't order, an apple pie. He ate a full-on Big Mac.
This was the old me. This is the old me. Okay.
New year, new me.
As long as I regret it and I'm good now, then that's all that matters.
You're not good now, though.
I'm good now. Let's go with Celestia Ludenberg.
Okay.
I feel like I've said her last name wrong. Ludenberg. Is that it?
Yeah, it is.
It sounded wrong in my head.
How are you tier listing it if we don't even know the names?
Okay, so Celestia Ludenberg. I believe she is one of the smart ones. It's just when it came to a chapter, she bonked Hifumi, got Taka bonked, and then got put on a stake and got ran over by a fire truck. Honestly, yeah. Getting ran over by Shinji just makes you stupid. Honestly. Let's think. For her intelligence, I have to put her in an A, but for her stupidity, she goes above Makoto in a B.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, they build her up this whole game as, oh, look how good she is of a liar. If she was not, other than take Leon out of the equation, if you were to say the easiest killer to figure out in this entire game, other than Leon, it's her. And as someone built up to be this really sick liar, it's really underwhelming.
She literally goes, yeah, look over there. I think I saw somebody run, even though she was stood with everyone else at the same time. Right? Somebody else could have seen them run, but didn't see them run. She puts them all in a goose chase while fucking Hifumi's killing Taka, yeah? And then, honestly, I don't remember the moving shit with the trolley and that, yeah, but it's stupid. And also, in the trial, we find out that's not her accent. She's just was she American?
It sounded a bit like, yeah.
Because instead of going, my name is Celestia Ludenberg, she goes, it's Celestia Ludenberg, goddammit!
It sounded a bit like London, you know.
London.
No, not like London, like a London accent, you knob.
So, top of B tier she is. That's why I think she could be one of the fees. She's like a semi-fee. That's in my opinion.
Let's get another one of the main trial tree out of the way. Let's talk about Tagami. So the thing is with this guy, right, is I think in the later games, like with Kameda and Kokichi, as good as, well, they both are, but more so Kameda, he's better than Kokichi, don't we? he feels a lot more like a person than the other two. Like the other two have things to such extremes that they just feel like villains, etc. Blah blah blah. He's just a smart dickhead that go well. He is a smart dickhead that does things in that environment that he probably wouldn't do outside of it, such as chapter two. We all know what he did there. But showing that intelligence in chapter four leads to him getting outsmarted and him having like this little breakdown over it because he couldn't figure out how Sakura ended up dead. Kind of just shows that in these kind of games, while it is a little bit cliche and it is, oh, look at the smart people and the good people triumph over the arrogant individual, it's still it was a good point to develop for him because it made him a lot more likable. He didn't become much better, but it was just in the way he kind of said things. Then he became a bit more like approachable to the people, but still retained the stuff he was before that people originally liked or hated him for. What go on, you saying?
Byakuya Togami. I like how he just pushed Toko away and said that she stinks, needs a shower. I read that because I also think she thinks and needs a shower. I don't like her character at all. That's why I like Byakuya. And also, he did make an appearance in the second game, so for that I also respect him. What else is there to say about him? This guy is just like chilling in the library. Bam. I like how he messed about with the second crime scene. This guy saw Mondo do it, and he's like, you know what? I want to have some fun. Let me pull out this genocide. Fam, he exposed Toko for being genocide fucking Jill Jacko, whatever the fucking name is. Yeah, he exposed her and made it a part of the crime. Like, you know how sick that is? Like, this guy is just sick. He probably read all the books in that library and went, you know, Toko, I got you, bro. I got you. Bang. Made her fall over. She comes back as a better character. He gave us a better character. For that, I put him in. You know, he's not S. Sorry, he's not S, but he's above Mondo. He's above
Yeah,
Mondo.
I would agree with you there. Your pick.
My pick. We'll go with Sakura Ogami. Now, Sakura Ogami is the clappest youth I've ever seen in my life. Super strong, good fighter. She ruined the shower scene. I will say that she did. Like, I did not want to see Makoto, Hifumi, and Yasuhiro taking a sneak peek on a man.
That's not nice.
It's not nice, but it's true. Okay, it's true. I was raised not to lie.
Why do you think, Mike?
She committed suicide. Now, it's no laughing matter, but when Yasuhiro smashed the bottle on your head, and then Toko smashed the glass bottle on your head, and that's what pushes you over the edge, it is somewhat funny.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm getting cancelled.
I'm not cutting that out.
I do not request that you cut it out anyways. I am not afraid to say what I
Alright,
want to say.
so the thing is with this character, yeah, is that she started off and she's like, oh, she's nice and she's reliable. The traitor reveal did virtually nothing for her, but gave everybody else points of conflict over her. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think Genocide Jack did more. So in my opinion, only above Hifumi. I don't know what you think you're seeing.
Do you know what the thing is though? When I tried to say something about Sakura Ogami, nothing was coming to mind. I do believe I remember more from Sakura Ogami.
From who?
I remember more from Hifumi than Sakura Ogami. Like, the only thing I remember from Sakura Ogami, she gets angry and has like a split second of Super Saiyan, yeah? And did she fight Monokuma?
Yeah.
But then I don't remember seeing much. So she's beneath Hifumi in my opinion.
Okay.
And because she's stabbed.
Alright, let's talk about Junko.
Junko Nishima.
So here's the thing with this. I'm going to ask: I understand we said from the first game, but the thing is, if you appear in all of them, does that have any weight? Or are we talking purely the first game?
I'd say purely the first game.
Okay.
Just because Makoto shows up in the second game. I'm pretty sure Kyoko does as well.
Yeah.
Does she? So,
Right.
purely.
Well then, if we're talking purely the first game, to be fair, in terms of the first game, it was interesting. It's when it went on and on and on that it just dragged. For the first game, came out as the mastermind. Granted, there were some issues with the whole continuity of how things went down with the plan, but at the same time, she did make the last trial very interesting. Didn't feel like just a generic uh, Blackens that you're trying to convict. It actually felt like a bit more than that, surprisingly, because in the next few games, it's you're versing a phone, and then you're versing cosplay girl that tells you it's fiction. So for the first game, I think in the last trials, this was the most. Well, I can't say realistic because the whole concept isn't realistic, but like the most down to earth, I would say, because it was just an insane person doing all that. So I would probably say somewhere in A tier for the first game purely. If we're adding the others, it's going D tier. I'm not gonna lie, but God, you see.
GTA for repetition, and if it was a second game specifically, I'd go S tier because I like the physics. Um, all right, Alfie, I need you to explain one thing to me.
Right.
In the last trial
Yeah.
where you have to vote for hope or you vote for despair,
Yeah.
how was that ordeal? Like, what actually happened there? Like, what did it mean?
So
I don't
if I'm
remember.
remembering correct, if you vote for Hope, oh God, which way around was it? I think if you vote for Hope,
Yeah.
you get the option is just leave the academy,
Just leave the academy.
but you have to solve all the other. Wait, was that in the first trial?
It wasn't in the first one; it's in the last one.
No, well, I
It
mean
was when,
I mean the last trial of the first game. Was that in there?
yeah, yeah, I'm
So
pretty
I
sure,
think it's a
yeah.
thing of you have to solve all the mysteries, and that's what you do. And then the latter half is if you choose Hope, everyone leaves
Mhm.
the academy, but they're exposed to everything outside, and despair as they
Yeah.
stay there for the rest of their lives, not knowing what is outside.
Oh, okay. For some reason, yeah, I thought it was stupid at first that everyone got mugged off by it because I thought it was easy to. But that's kind of obvious when you're playing as Makoto. Um, she did mug off everyone by saying that though. Like, isn't that an ending where Kyoko can die?
Wait, no. In the last trial, no.
I'm getting confused. Yeah,
You're
I don't
thinking
remember
chapter
this
five
title.
where
Therefore,
Kyoko's like, if you don't kill yourself, I will die, and I'm more important than you, basically.
in that case, I don't think I remember this trial very well. Therefore, I am not qualified to say anything about this trial.
Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll just go here because better than that fucking disgrace of a trial. All right, your
Well,
pick.
four bunks of justice.
Yeah, for monks of justice.
All right, let's go with let's go with Chihiro Fujisaki.
Go on.
Now she is a trap. Um, One of my mates did fall for Chihiro Fujisaki and found out that he was a male, and still did not change their mind. So yeah, um, yeah, she created the alter ego. Now that alter ego helped hack into the databases of the Hope Speak Academy trapped by Monokuma. And correct me if I'm wrong, Alfie, but it was thanks to alter ego that Makoto did not die.
Yeah, you're right.
So am I counting alter ego and
We'll,
Chihiro as the
we'll,
same
we'll
character?
count alter ego to an extent, but we won't say it is
Okay.
Chihiro.
So indirectly, Chihiro saved not Monokuma. No, Chihiro saved Makoto. Yeah, and that's where you get the whole scene where he falls into the trash. Kyoko goes in after him and has that noodle cup on her head. We won't have that one for Chihiro. Also, Chihiro made Mondo feel like arse, but Chihiro demasculinated. Not a word, but it's a new word now. She demasculinated Mondo, even though he's a crossdresser, which I believe takes absolute skill. If you're pretending to be a girl and you're more manly than Mondo, bro, that's actually swag. That actually is. Like, if I'm getting phone called. Fuck off. All right.
Right.
All right. So, but she is a trap. I put her in for a contribution. I do have to put her in like A tier though.
I'm not
I
even
would
gonna
say
lie
like,
to you, yeah?
I'd say bottom of A tier.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, right? So the thing is, while I wasn't really a huge fan of Chihiro's just personality and all that, I think in terms of the themes around specifically the second chapter, it was very strong because it came out with the whole obviously there's physical strength and then there's mental strength. Mondo
Yeah.
had physical, Chihiro had mental, but they both wanted what the other one had.
Yeah.
And it showed their willingness to try and improve themselves were at very different levels, despite what you might anticipate just by looking at the two of them.
Yeah.
But I think it's a thing of, I think it's a very real issue, the whole uh, in kind of insecurity that Chihiro had about coming out as, well, a male, despite dressing as
Yeah.
a female because being bullied for not being strong enough.
Actually, wait a minute.
Well,
Chihiro did not come out. Chihiro got exposed by Kyoko Kirigiri.
well, yeah, but
So
the plan was to slowly reveal to other people
true.
that he
That
wasn't
is true.
male because it was on the secrets. And unlike
Yeah.
everybody else who took it as, oh no, I'm not telling anybody anything, I'm going to my room. He one of the
Oh, wait a
few
minute.
ones that's like, you know what? Let's talk about our secrets. We can do this, that
Wait a
kind of
minute.
thing.
So, speaking about secrets here, I think we should move the Monokuma tier down to the bottom. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. You might think, yo, what is this blasphemous opinion? Yeah,
I'm
but hear
confused.
me out. That motive, yeah, is about to expose Chihiro for,
Oh,
you know,
I know where you're going with
bullied.
this.
It exposes Mondo for getting his brother killed in a race, yeah. It's trying to expose Makoto for pissing himself when he was a little kid. Now, I don't know how Monokuma thought that was going to get Makoto to Shanka bitch. Because it didn't get him to Shanka bitch. Therefore, Monokuma tier is beneath D. It's beneath D tier.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, yeah, that Makoto was never like, in Monokuma's view, Makoto's just this lucky shoe that isn't actually an ultimate, so he doesn't have much about him that can be used as a secret. I understand it is an absolutely shambles secret, right, compared to the other two, but you can only do so much with a guy that's a high schooler that is now all of a sudden a lottery winner and is ultimate alongside person who changes gender to avoid being bullied and criticized, and then person who blames himself for killing his own brother. Do you get me?
No, but Monokuma is supposed to know everything unless it's impossible to see what has happened. And I'm telling you, yeah, if he knows so much about everyone here, why is it the most embarrassing thing for Makoto is that
We
he
can't.
pissed himself
No,
in
this
bed
this
when he was
isn't
out.
about Monokuma. We can't disrupt the
No,
the
no.
organization. No, no, you shush, right? Because you stink. So here's what we're gonna do, right?
Do not compare me to the likes of Toko Fukawa.
Here's what I say we do. S tier, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it'd be a bit more crowded by now, so I say we do this and we move Tagami up. That's my proposal.
You know, I will accept. I will accept the proposal.
Okay,
Only if Monokuma tier gets moved beneath D.
I'm not moving Monokuma tier. I can't be arsed.
Put him beneath the Byakuya Tagami.
I'm not moving the tier.
No, no,
Right.
put him beneath Byakuya Tagami.
I'm not doing that. Monokuma has to go in Monokuma tier. Right, so here's the thing. I think we get our personal favorite out the way, and that would be Yasuhiro Hagakure. This man, in terms of comic relief, throughout the whole game, provides. If you want a good video to watch on how sick this guy is, go watch bloody Joseph Anderson play this game, and it will highlight how good this man is. Yasuhiro, comedy the whole way through. I agree he's stupid, I agree he can be annoying, but the positives outweigh the negatives immensely. This guy deserves to survive. I don't care what anyone says. I'd rather kill. Yassine's gonna stab me for this, but I'd rather kill Aoi over him. I'd rather kill Toko over him. Probably Makoto as well. Kyoko and Byakuya, now they can stay. They're pretty elite. But, yeah, Hero is an elite character, and I refuse to accept that he should have died and that he was a wasted survivor. Because look at Himiko. Look at well, I would say Maki, but to be fair, she does actually do quite a bit. Look at Himiko, look at Sonya, look at Akane. I rest my case. Go on, you see.
You say you rest your case, yeah. I do rate his humor. However, as an Indian, I can also see through him. I know he's an Indian scammer. He has a lot of debts. He scams a lot of people and is still in debt somehow. And I don't know how he's an ultimate. How is this school actually scouted him and gone, you know what? He actually is a clairvoyant. No, he's fucking not. I don't think he's predicted anything right with that crystal ball. The only thing he's seen, yeah, is his own reflection. And he's just used his imagination to fucking scam people. That's all he's done, yeah.
No, you seen. I have a fact for you.
Go on.
Throughout the entire game, his predictions of who the killer is right 33% of the time.
Bruh, this guy got pushed into a fucking locker and I'm assuming it was by Celeste because it was in her fucking chapter.
Well, no, he got incapacitated, didn't he?
By who though?
I think Celeste and Hifumi worked together to incapacitate him and then put him in the suit. Because they faked the thing of like him grabbing Hifumi, didn't they, while he was asleep?
Yeah. Bruh. Honestly, yeah, this guy is the biggest definition of a bum. But because of his humor, he's at least in B tier.
I would say top of B tier.
I will say that as well. Just because like it would normally be beneath Celeste, but only because Celeste did such a dumbass in her chapter, she just goes beneath Hagakure.
Alright, go on, you see.
You know, I'm just gonna choose like the most obvious one. Kyoko Kirigiri above Byakuya Togami. Enough said.
Yeah, like, I don't. I think this is pretty obvious. Oh, no, you can't go Monokuma tier.
There's only one other person that qualifies for Monokuma tier. And it's not in this video.
Is it Hifumi?
If Umi could, you know, he actually could. Picture in black and white, yeah? And he runs down like a herd of elephants, you're dead.
I swear Hifumi was in Gundam's Execution. Right, so anyways, I think everything regarding Kyoko will have already been said by every other video you'll probably watch, because if you're watching this, there's no way you haven't watched another one of these before. This will be about the 17th millionth one you'll find on the list as you go down. So here's the thing. You all understand why she's there, so we'll just leave it there. If you have an issue with it, say it in the comments. And I know this isn't going to get any comments, so it's fine. Alright, tell you what, there's two girls and one guy left, so I'm gonna just say one of the girls who can do then, a guy and a girl. It's a nice rhythmic order, so let's talk about Sayaka. So here's the thing. She's a fucking idiot, right? Plain and simple. As much as I like her personality, because she is very nice when she's not in the killing game setting, or the mindset rather. Because until that motive came up, she was just nice, simple as. And there were other nice characters, like say bloody Chihiro or bloody fucking actually who else? None of these other dickheads are actually very nice, or Sakura, right? But the thing is, she felt more like a person than Sakura, who was this like behemoth nicknamed an ogre, and Chihiro, who was literally like a human version of like basically a human AI program. It felt more like a person, and because obviously you spend our first chapter kind of forced to interact with her, you get to the point where you know a certain extent about her, and regardless of what her actual intentions were, just made a good impact in the short period she was there, unlike Leon. Leon is known for getting mugged by her with 11037 after reversing the murder. Obviously, though, she does get a few minus points for choosing the target being the fucking the athlete baseball player when she could have picked fucking Luck Boy.
She chose the most vulnerable person, the male athlete who's 10 times stronger than her.
I'm not gonna lie, I think the only people in this cast that would be like, excluding Mukuro, because obviously dead, that would have been a harder target would have probably been like Sakura, probably Mondo, and that might literally physically might be it.
I think the only person she could probably overpower, yeah, is Makoto, yeah, and
Toko.
Chihiro Fujisaki.
Toko,
No,
as
but
long as she doesn't sneeze.
No, but Toko would like somehow manage to make herself sneeze on purpose. She can do that shit on command. But the only amount of strength I see on Sayaka Mizuno is she does she jumps a lot on stage, so she said she had like leg muscles. So if she kicks someone, she can kill someone definitely. But she's only taking down Makoto or Chihiro Fujisaki. So there's not much else she could have done.
Well, Sayaka Mizuno with the Leon Edwards head kick on Usman. Headshot dead. What are you saying?
Sayaka Mizuno. However, like here's the thing: I did want her to live, but then she died at the beginning of the game, which is kind of the normal thing.
It was obvious, but
obviously, this was like one of my first death games, so for me it wasn't as obvious, but it was obvious.
Alright, to be honest, I think we put her just above Leon, because she isn't better than Makoto. I don't care what you buddy say, she just isn't.
I think her IQ is higher than Makoto's, even though she chose a male athlete who's 10 times stronger
Yeah,
than
but keep in mind, she also has literally like fourth wall breaking ability, which isn't fair. Right. Go
I'm
on,
trying not to
Yassine. I believe it's your pick.
I don't want to like describe things based off of the abridged version.
Just to preface, Yassine has seen all three games. He's not basing these tiers off the fucking abridged version. Right, Yassine, go on.
All right, I'll pick the best girl, Aoi Asahina. Okay. Now, when I say best girl, yeah, it's not that she contributes much. It's just like she's my bias in it. She's my bias. Okay. So she's a swimmer. We don't see much swimming. She's friends with Sakura Ogami, and then she kind of assists the suicide. Now that I think about it, she's not that great.
Case
um,
closed. Trial ended.
she cries and eats donuts. Um, yeah, that's about it. I'm sorry.
Like,
Aoi, but
I'm not gonna lie to you. Her only redeeming quality is she's nice.
for that she goes to Monokuma tier.
No, fuck off. I'm not. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think she's above Hero. I really don't.
I'll consider putting her.
She, to be fair, I think
Realistically, it has to be
she's
like
she's better than Celeste because Celeste's trial is just that big a negative.
Celeste is just an L man.
All right, let's move on to Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Right, I'm actually sad with him because he had so much potential going past chapter two.
Exactly.
I liked him even past chapter two, but when he started doing all this Kyondo stuff, it would just like put it this way. As much as I don't like Himiko, it was a good example of how to sort of deal with the deaths of people. Well, not realistically, obviously. If anyone ever dies that you know, don't do what she did for the love of God. But in terms of Danganronpa, she was one of the better examples of dealing with a death. Sonya did alright as well, but the thing is with him, right? They went for such a comical route that in chapter 3, I think they did more damage to him than anything else. Kind of making him a
Right.
combat. I understand kind of what they were going for, but they turned him from like a broken man into just a fanfic character that happened
Yo,
to be in a Danganronpa game.
you know when he turns into Super Saiyan, yeah? Doesn't he go, "Who's Ishimaru?
Yeah, he does.
Who's Kiyotaka?"
So much potential for this guy. I'm not gonna lie though,
Hmm?
looking at the people that are in certain tiers, this guy could potentially qualify for bottom of 80, or I'm not gonna lie.
I would agree. I would agree. Here's the thing,
Because,
though. Hmm?
yeah, go on, go on. No, go on, it's fine.
So you mentioned the him and the Mondo thing, yeah. I actually liked that, but then when you watch so many YouTube videos, you start to figure out that there's people who take it too literally and turn it into a ship, and yeah, it's a very dark road because then you start seeing pictures on Google Images and it hurts your eyes. Um, so it kind of ruins it for me. But if I ignore all that stuff, all that shit, I can I like it.
Danganronpa
So
fandom, he seems looking at you when he said that.
huh? you weirdos out there that are making fucking weird movies, stop it now.
I'm not gonna lie, you
All right.
cut out. Can you repeat that?
So to all those weirdos out there, whoever's making Hifumi X Mukuro X Saba stuff, I request that you stop it right now. Just stop.
Keep it to things that reasonably make sense, please. Stop doing
Yeah.
all these, buddy. Depressed Hifumi Yamada X uh inverted Monokuma. Okay.
The furthest you can go, yeah, is Makoto and Kyoko Kirigiri. That's the furthest you're going.
No,
If I
come on.
see any
That's
more
way
Shuichi
too. That's
and
way no.
if
You
I
can't.
if I no, but the thing is that that's expected though. But if I see any more Shuichi X Kokichi, I'm fucking.
No,
I'm gonna become
I'm gonna
the
have to
Sakura
bleep
Kami.
that. I'm gonna have to bleep that.
What the?
But don't say it again.
Sorry, I did not mean to say that. I was gonna.
Alright, I'm fucking ending this. Alright, so
Oh shit!
yeah, you
It was,
should.
no, it was time to break my fast like half an hour ago.
Right, so
Good Muslim here.
you seen Badat has finished has decided to dip from the recording session because he has forgotten to break fast during the month of Ramadan. this was our tier list. We'll probably do one for the next game and the other game after at some point. I'll figure that one out later. But yeah, for now that's that. If you have anything you want to say about it, go for it. Let us know.